Greetings, Scorpio. Welcome to Tifa's Tarot, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. And welcome to Aries season, or welcome to the month of April. So today I'm going to go ahead and I have already pulled a general reading for the month of April 2023, okay? And remember, in general readings, it's whatever dominant energy that I'm picking up on for you. That is what's going to be the focus of this, okay? So this is for anyone who identifies as a Scorpio, and that is if you have that dominant energy in your sun, your moon, or your rising, okay? And if this message resonates with you, please comment, like, and subscribe for additional content, okay? So let's go ahead and just introduce the decks that we'll be using today, and we're going to go ahead and use, or we have already used, the New Era Elements Tarot to pull your main messages. I really love this deck, and I've been connecting with it quite a lot in the past few months, weeks, I don't know. And then I got some clarification messages from the Brotherhood of Light Egyptian Tarot, which are very simple, but to the point cards. So I really quite like them. I also like the size of them as well. In addition to that, I pulled one card of advice from the Eternal Crystal Oracle cards. And this is just a suggestion on a particular crystal that you may use at this particular time that can help you with your existing energy, okay? So Scorpio, without further ado, I have already meditated on your energy, and I've already pulled cards for your April predictions, okay? So we're going to answer 4 questions here, okay? The first question is asking what is like your current focus. So what is your energy as you're going into the month of April? And what I see for you is that you are a bit of a hermit, okay? I feel like you're really comfortable being indoors at this time. You're actually finding a lot of value with the time that you have alone. And it's like there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. So I feel like you could be spending some time alone, but you're not lonely. You're actually like quite self-satisfied. The 9 of Cups, or the Joy card, is actually a feeling of having self-satisfaction, right? That's being satisfied with your own company, so to speak, okay? And you could be doing that, honestly, because it's like you're in this, you're really in this mode of just trying to restrain yourself from digging into your pockets a little too deep. So this could look like you're really trying to perhaps save some money, I would say, when you get that 5 of Pentacles. But that could also mean, it doesn't necessarily mean, it kind of does mean money trouble. But I do think that you're taking a closer look at your finances, right? And you might have maybe a little to work with, right? Or not as much as you would possibly like. So I do think that you're assessing a bit of your resources at this time as well. And how you're doing it is really by walking away with the 8 of Cups from anything that is toxic around you. So if you have any negative habits or bad behaviors, or even people in your life that are toxic, I see you focused in on understanding how whatever this toxicity that's around you, how it's affecting you. And I'm seeing you really kind of isolating yourself from that and focusing in on why it's important for you to either not do these things, or maybe be with this person or these people, or keep the company that you have, right? So that's kind of what I'm seeing you focused in on. You're really just kind of in your own lane and doing your own thing. You're self-satisfied. You're focused on your money. You're assessing yourself. You're assessing what you kind of have, and you're really walking away from like toxicity. You don't want any part of it, okay? And I think you have a very good BS meter, right, as a Scorpio. So I don't feel that I don't think like a lot of things can just like phase you, right? Or like, I don't want to say phase, but I don't think a lot of things can affect you where you don't know why they're happening. Like, you're not a very naive sign. So I think if there are traits of toxicity that either you are doing or that you're around, you're well aware of it, and you're really trying to like forge a better relationship with it, or to cut it out altogether, okay? So what I see you acting on, I really see you really being you're being really resourceful, okay? You're kind of looking at your stability. You're thinking about like, you're looking at planning routes and what that's going to look like for you. Stability is your main action at this time, okay? And what I'm seeing is that you could be finding it really difficult, right? You could be having some illusions or some thoughts about your stability, so to speak, with the moon card, that are causing you to feel like you don't know quite like why you feel as disappointed as you do, because you've got the Five of Cups in reverse. So this is like you're emotionally feeling upset about maybe unrealized potential, right? But there's things there, right, that you just don't quite know why you can't get to where you need to go to with the moon, okay? I'm also seeing you acting on maybe like things are not moving quite as fast as you want them to, okay? And you could be having to like set up like boundaries, not just with other people, but with yourself. And you're just like through with feeling like stressed about money and stuff. You're over it. You're over with the stress about your resources. I'm getting big resource vibes here. And I think what you do know, because stability, you're acting on that stability, and you're in Emperor mode, right? Is this Emperor? Yes, it is. You're in Emperor. Hold on. 4. Oh man, okay. I don't know Roman numerals, but I don't even need to know Roman numerals because there's a 4 sitting right here in the corner. Like, man, I don't know. I need to go back to school. Anyway, you're in Emperor mode. So Emperor mode is about handling your ish. It's about crossing your T's and dotting your I's. It's not a fun energy to be in, but it's a necessary energy to be in. The Emperor energy is like you understanding that like ain't nobody gonna save you from your mess but you, right? If that makes sense. So I think you have come to terms, maybe maybe even for some time now, that you're feeling more of a like, what can you do to get the stability? It's like you're not necessarily focused on it coming from outside. You're focused on what are the material and resources, what is the groundwork that you need to do. So I feel like that's a big part of your April and your action. So this could look like just looking for like more opportunities. This could be putting your money in order. This could be paying off debts. This could be making future plans for what you want to do, to buy a house, buy a car, something, right? To save money in some sense. So I'm seeing that this is not a very fun energy, but it is a necessary energy, I'm saying. And I think that you're really going to be acting kind of on that this month. Okay, I need to like keep going. I'm like really getting a little wordy. Okay, so the third question is, what do you need to release? So Scorpio, what I see for you is you need to, this is what I see. You need to release something. There's something about the past where you felt disappointed. There's a bit of grief. So this could be, you need to release having any resentment about any past griefs, okay? And I think the griefs has something to do with either a domicile situation or maybe a relationship, because the 4 of Wands came up in reverse. So this is having stability with another person, right? Like this could be in a relationship. You need to like release those things and not be so vengeful. And honestly, this came out right with it too. You need to create a truce. You need to have a truce, not just for the other person, but really kind of for yourself to move on. I'm seeing that you need to release having idealized concepts of people and things with the star. And you need to just really use your intuition, so to speak, to create kind of more balance in your life, right? And that's my 2 cents, literally. Okay. Or your 2 cents to say. So I'm seeing that those are the things that you need to release. You need to just release any type of past resentments. It's not really helping you and it's not relevant to what your current situation or your current focus is, okay? So release those things, right? Whatever didn't work out in the past doesn't even matter, okay? So the last question is, how can you enjoy yourself this month? Because you've got a lot of serious energy. It's not bad. It's just very practical, very grounding, right? These are tactical things that I'm seeing you do this month. But one way that you can kind of enjoy yourself is, try to be a little fun and lighthearted, okay? So here we've got the Daughter of Wands, which is the page, the Daughter of Water, which is the Page of Cups. So this is like you could be like fun and flirty, going out with friends, celebrating, right, with abundance, the Three of Cups. You also have quite a bit of independent energy because you've got this Gain card, which means this is like financially independent. So this is not needing anybody for anything, right? But this is being able to really kind of hold your own and actually enjoying that. They're like, I can do this on my own, right? I see you like really kind of reveling in like, look what I was able to do for myself, right? So maybe like treat yourself. You could be kind of being a little excessive with it because some of the stuff that you're doing and that you're buying, it might not make any sense. And it might be a little counterintuitive, but I think you can splurge a little bit this month, okay? And also don't forget to just kind of like, you got this Three of Wands, right? Which is just asking you to keep focused in on, I think you'll be very great at planning what your next steps are or coming up with like new ventures, right, during this time as well. I think you'll have a lot of fun doing that. And even though you've been in hermit mode, as you extend this lighthearted energy and you are talking to other people, maybe getting a little flirty, a little chatty, starting to socialize a little bit, right? Share with them as well. Okay, this is because sharing is caring. This is like mutual energy. This is I scratch my back, you scratch yours. I give you a little bit, you give me a little bit, right? So it's not all or nothing. This is like this is activating a little bit of generosity, and I think you'll feel good doing that. Okay. So those were your tarot messages for April of 2023, and the last message I had for you was a crystal. Okay, so from the Eternal Crystal, I pulled a crystal for you, and your crystal was bloodstone. So bloodstone is associated with your root, heart, and sacral chakras. Okay, and this stone is really a strong sign to kind of just look after yourself. It's a stone that you can use for grounding and detoxifying your physical body and also your spiritual energy. So if you haven't really been looking after yourself lately, right? This is asking you to really try to incorporate some balance, right? Because it's needed in your life at this time. So this looks like eating in moderation and choosing foods which actually nourish and ground you, right? Taking a look at what you're drinking. Are you drinking enough water? Are you drinking too much alcohol, too much soda? Okay. Focus on your breathing as well. Okay. Are you smoking, right? Or do you have a lot of dust and chemicals around you? So all of these things that are bad is asking you to kind of focus in on that and use the stone as a way of being cognizant about eliminating some toxic things from your life. And that actually did come out on your focus as well. So detoxifying your body can take time. So it's important that you start to make some changes today. So you don't have to do anything huge. You may like to start by looking at one area of your life, maybe your food portions, right? Maybe smoking a little bit less, maybe eating a little bit less, maybe drinking just 1 glass of wine and not 5, right? So it's not just your physical body that you need to detoxify, but also your spiritual body. So make sure that you are not getting too drained by other people's energies. So scale back if you need to, right? Try to shield your energy from any type of negative or toxic people around you. And just make an effort to think more positively, okay? All right, so Scorpio, those were your messages for April of 2023. I hope this was helpful to someone, anyone, everyone. And if you did like this message, please like, comment, and subscribe for additional content. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can look at the description box of this video to see a link to my Calendly, or it's also in the About section of my channel. So thank you so much, Scorpio, and I love you guys so much. Have a good night or day or whatever.